This is my playlist on posting every trade that I take until I pass my account, and then posting every live trade I take until I get a payout. So this is day two. I actually ended up passing my account today. I was trying to pass it within 2 to 3 days. I ended up passing it today, and I'm gonna show you guys my trade that I took today on TradingView because I'm not able to open the Top Step account anymore. So as like I said in my last video, I my strategy goes on the session highs and lows. So we have Asia session high, London session high got taken out, during pre-market, and then we have an hourly high that got swept through. And I was up during this time, but I don't trade the pre-market, even though it was my A plus setup right here. As you can see, we had an inverse fair value gap, we had the break of structure, we had the fair value gap get tapped into, we have the London high and the Asia high get swept, and then we have equal lows right here, as well as London session low and Asian session low. And you can see it got hit, but I don't trade pre-market, so I was waiting to see during market open if we're gonna get a reversal or if we're gonna get a continuation. So so I went. So we're in market open. Market opens. We print equal highs on the 1 minute, and then I wanted to see if price, after sweeping London low and Asia low, if price will inverse this first presented fair value gap, completely displace above these equal highs, and then retrace into this fair value gap respecting it, but we didn't get that. Price ended up just sweeping the equal highs. We ended up inversing the first presented fair value gap, as well as we ended up inversing this fair value gap and this fair value gap, and we ended up breaking structure right here on this low. So I actually ended up taking the trade right here, risking 500 to make 1500, the remainder of what I needed to pass the account. And yeah, so that was my trade for today. Um, as you can see right here, I believe I was watching it on the 5 minute. But yeah, this is my trade for today. It wasn't an A plus setup. I would call this like a B plus setup trade. It's just a continuation. We swept equal highs, so we have our sweep, we have our liquidity sweep, we have our inverse fair value gaps, and then we have our breakup structure. So that's all. I didn't want to wait for it to break through this and then retrace into this, because by that time we would have already, it wouldn't have been a 1 to 3, it would have been a like a 1 to 2, not even. So when I take a trade, I try to make the most that I can, because we're trying to pass this account. And then obviously, when I start posting videos on my live, for my live account, for my live trading account, to get a payout, I'm gonna reduce my risk by a lot. I'm not gonna be risking the same amount. I'm not gonna be risking 700, 800, 500, nothing crazy like that. Depending on if it's an A plus setup, I'm gonna be risking up to like 300 max probably, just depending on the day and depending on the news. But yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna be posting videos now on the live account, and then I'm gonna be posting a video every trade that I take up until getting a payout. So I look forward to that, and then thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions.